Now these games, they are incredible. I mean, you think you know from outside. I remember Alan Pardew saying it, until Gus is not involved, he's not gonna realize how big it is, and it was totally right. It's incredible. What it means for the fans is crazy, and I hope that tomorrow we have a proper game of football, and passion with no incidents. So I'm calling from here the fans to stay calm and enjoy the day. It could be a great day of football, and then we see what happens at the end. And the ones that win celebrate, and the ones that, if it's a team who lost the game, just to understand that it's a football game and nothing more than that, and be realistic.
And looking forward to tomorrow's Timeware derby. What do you think is going to be the fairing of that? Because Sunderland are unbeaten in the last 4 against them. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, we don't want to kind of be too overconfident going into the game. That I remember thinking a few months ago, a few weeks ago, when we started picking up points and were we still in the game going into the semi-final, and I was thinking, if we can beat Man U and we can get a couple of wins in the league and we can beat Newcastle, this could be like an amazing sort of period in the season after what's come before it. Obviously, the whole Di Canio debacle was the most depressing thing ever since we got relegated to the 3rd division. So Poyet's kind of turned it around, but we haven't achieved anything yet. He's just given us like a launch pad for survival, for cup glory, and we're in, and possibly to get the 6th round of the cup, the FA Cup, and move on from that. So I think as long as we don't get carried away with ourselves, I'd settle for a draw now, because we needed to get a win in one of these games against Stoke and Newcastle. We've got that now. If we could beat Newcastle and win 2 games in a row, we'll shoot up the league. And I'd like to see us beat Hull the following week as well, because I think we're unlucky down there. Even with 9 men, we played really, really well. And I felt all season that Hull would get dragged into it as the season goes on. And I'd like to see Steve Bruce cry as well. But let's make Alan Pardew cry first.
Well, you mentioned Alan Pardew. Loic Remy's suspended. Johan Gabay's left. Gouffran's injured. Is it there for Sunderland to win?
It is there for Sunderland to win. It's always hard, and I mean, I've been there a lot of times and seen us win, and I've been there a lot of times and seen us lose, and I'm getting a bit nervous about it already. But let's just go there and enjoy it, and if we come away with 3 points, then brilliant.
And there we have it. ALS added so Martin McFadden.
Well, we're going to try to use them in the right manner. I think they are all part of the squad, which is important, and then depending on the game, we see how much we can use one or the others. But what a great opportunity, you're a football player, you always like to play big games, and if your first game, it could be Newcastle away. I mean, at this moment in time, I think it's a great opportunity for the players, so I hope we can help them to have a great day.
Looking ahead to Newcastle this weekend, it's a huge game. You've obviously seen some great games between the 2 clubs. What are you hoping for this weekend?
Well, obviously a win. A win, but at least if we can come away with a draw, I think people will be happy, but I would like to see us get a win, like we did the other twice. But it's going to be a hard game, because they're organised. I suppose we're organised, so we don't know. I'm hoping I'm going to see it somewhere. I don't know. I'll not be there, but I'll be there in spirit. But it's a big game for us. 3 points would be great.
And obviously, Newcastle have lost a few players. Remy's out, suspended. Yes. Gabay's gone to PSG. Johan Gouffran's injured. Do you think Sunderland? This is a game Sunderland really can win.
Yes, of course it is. 11 against 11. I've always said that, and it's all what's in there that matters. And and we don't want anybody sent off. Don't go stupid, reckless tackles, things like that. Just play the game. They play the game about, and we don't. Obviously, I wish we had more cutting edge, striking force. That's what bothers me a lot. I looked at watching the game. The wingers seem to be doing a good job. Last Saturday, but there didn't seem to be anybody up front to get to. watching that Stoke game, I was watching Crouch, and I thought, his positional play is absolutely fantastic. Far post, you know, and he was a bit unlucky, and I think we're pretty lucky because the draw, it looked to be on the cards, didn't it? You know, we held out anyway. But let's hope that what I want to say is a good game. No, and the supporters behaving well, just accepting whatever comes, because we can't alter what happens. I mean, there's a lot of, you know, responsibility on their shoulders to make sure they give look, all I ask for, every player to give 100%. You can't give any more. You know, when people say about 150%, no, I just talk about 100%, because to me, if they give their all, we should come away with something, even if it's only a point.
Brilliant. That's all we have time for here with George Foster, the chairman of Sunderland AFC Supporters Association.